Hey guys. Okay, so I am super pumped to be doing this training. I'm actually doing like a rerun from what I did yesterday on my team page. I did not save it, so quite upset with myself that I did not save it because it was a really good training. So I'm just going to redo it, and I'm going to show you guys how I am doing my bag parties and on-the-go parties for fall winter 2020. Okay, I'm super freaking pumped. So with that said, in case you don't know what an on-the-go party is, or a bag party, grab bag, whatever you want to call it, they're all the same thing, but you might do them a little bit different, and that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to show you a couple different varieties of what I am personally doing. The first one being like my average on-the-go bag that I'm going to give to someone who is local, okay? Local. So this is my average on-the-go party that I would give to someone who is local to me, meaning that I'm going to meet up with them, or my hair's crazy. We're going to meet up together, and I am going to give them this bag, okay? First things first, the outcome of a party in general, whether it's an online party, a home party, a bag party, a basket party, whatever you want to call it, the outcome of the party is going to be totally dependent on your host, how engaged they are, how excited they are, how much and how well you train them, which is what we call hostess coaching, okay? I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail on hostess coaching because I'm just showing you what I have in my parties and my bag parties. But hostess coaching is literally the most important thing when you're partying, okay? So I want you to, if you're not up to date, up to par on hostess coaching, I want you to go watch a training on hostess coaching, okay? That is the most important thing. So this is my party. I'm going to show you what I have in here, okay? Literally, the one thing I want you to realize is I've been a consultant almost 3 years, okay? So I have a lot of products on hand because I've racked up 3.5 off stuff for myself for 3 years now, almost 3 years. And I've also been doing this, so I have been able to revamp my parties as I go. But in the beginning, y'all, my bag parties were very minimal, and that is perfectly fine, okay? So use what you have. Don't feel like you have to run to the store and go get everything to do this party. That's not the case, okay? So I am first going to tell you what you need minimum to have a great party. Number one, you need testers. You need testers, okay? This, I will say, I don't always give this many testers, okay? Some of my bag parties are going to have between 10 and 15 testers. So if you are new and you recently bought testers, you got your testers in your kit, I want you to take that set of testers that you have, split them up into 3 to 4 piles. Split them up, okay? I want you to split them up based on scent category, okay? So obviously, that host isn't going to have every single fragrance, and that's perfectly fine, okay? So you need testers. The second thing that you need are catalogs. Catalogs, and I want you to label these catalogs. Whether you make fancy labels or you buy fancy labels or you write your information on the back, okay? Do what you can do, okay? But they need to be labeled. They need to know your host. Well, your host knows, but the people that your host is having this party with, the customers, they need to know who they're buying from. Okay? So here's a picture of me and my dogs. It has my name up here. It has my phone number and my website. Okay? That's the second thing you need. The last thing that you need are order forms. You either got order forms in your kit, or you can print them off, make your own and print them off. If you're on my team page, these order forms are on our team page, okay? But these order forms are everywhere, guys. I'm sure that if you're not on my team, I'm sure that your director has order forms like this on your page. If not, you can buy more order forms through the Scentsy Success Store or Consultant Store. It's changed so many times. So Consultant Store, okay? So those are literally the only 3 things that you have to have a successful party, along with coaching your host, okay? Now, before I get into what else I have in this bag, I will say one of the most important things is that you establish a time frame for your party. Your host knows when you're meeting to pick up this order or to give her this bag, and when the party's going to end, okay? I personally, this is up to you as the consultant, but me personally, I've done a lot of freaking bag parties, okay? Up until COVID started, I do between 8 and 10 bag parties a month, okay? So I had not done them for the last, 4 months? 3 months? 4 months? But one of the most important things that I have found to be the most successful, your host needs to know when your party ends. I find that 1 week is a great time frame to have the bag. They know how long they're going to keep it right off the bat. They know that they need to get to work from day one, and they know when all the orders need to be in so she can meet up with you. You can meet up with her or him and get the bags back, get the order forms back so you can place the party. Okay? So that's just a tip for me. All right. So after you have your testers, your order forms, your catalogs, those are the 3 things you need. Okay? Oh, and you need a bag. I'm sorry. You need a bag. I like clear bags, but listen, if you don't have clear bags, perfectly fine. Use a bag you already have at your home, at your house. Okay? This bag is off Amazon. It comes in a 2-pack. At the end of this recording, this training, I will post Amazon links. You guys can go and see all the things, my Amazon haul. You can go and click and get whatever you want, okay? So here's a bag. Now, you will see that I have a scent circle hooked here and a car bar. I will say these have been up here for a while. Some of them they're not as strong as they should be, but that's okay. I want the people who are ordering from this party and my host to see what the products look like, to feel them, okay? They have the testers to pick their own scent, okay? All right, next. I have a Scent of the Month flyer. I always include a Scent of the Month flyer in all of my bags that go out, okay? With my information on the back. Super important. Why is it super important that you label everything that goes out? Because let's say that someone orders from this party and then they take this flyer and then they get home and they're like, ooh, I really love that warmer. I want to get it. I'm going to go to her website and get it. But then she goes to the back and she's like, oh, I don't know how to contact this girl. That's it. You just lost the sale, okay? All right, next. Join information. This is super important. In your kit, you got join info. This is an old flyer. Who cares if you have the updated flyer? If you have an old flyer, that's great. Okay, as long as it's not like years and years and years old where information in here isn't accurate. But this is a join flyer. It has information inside about joining, okay? Because why do we want to join flyer? Because every single host that does a party with me, I offer the opportunity to them, okay? So I offer to flip that kit. And I say, hey, I usually wait, unless we've talked about it before, I usually wait until the end of the party before I ask them if they want to join, because I want them to get a feel for what it's like being a consultant doing a party, okay? I also have this join postcard. It has pictures of me and my husband, has pictures of me and my girls up here from our Marco Island trip, and it's super simple, to the point, okay? So that goes in there. All right, next. I always have at least one full-size product in my bag. Do you have to have this? No. Like I said, I have products on hand that are my personal products that I like to be able to put in my bag so customers can actually see, feel, smell the product, okay? So I usually put a bar of wax unless it's like in the middle dead of summer. So this is the Scent of the Month, again, labeled, okay? I tell my host, like, you can use whatever's in this bag. Whatever's in this bag, you can use. So I say, take a cube out, use it. Tell your customers, tell the people who are ordering, take a cube, take it home, see how they like it. Warm it in their warmer, okay? So, bar of wax. Next, room spray. This room spray is from the last catalog, Very Snowy Spruce. And it's still like quarter of the way full. Unless it's a bar of wax, I do not give a full-size product in my bag because there's a chance that I'm not getting it back, okay? So I will do like a quarter of the way, half or half full. It's very rare if I put a full product in there, but there is something that I'm going to show you guys, and I'll get more into that later. But I always put some type of full product in my bags. So this one is getting Very Snowy Spruce and the Scent of the Month bar, okay? All right, next. This is where it's going down, and I will share all of these files with you guys, okay? It will be in the description along with the Amazon links after I'm done with this video. So first things first, I don't know who created this. Probably Chastity Robinson because she's a freaking boss. Chastity or Chloe made this. Maybe someone else made it. I don't really know. So this is just a grab, sniff, and share sheet. Okay. This is just, let me backtrack. This right here is simply a reference for my host. This does not take the place of hostess coaching. I am going to hostess coach before the party, okay? Like while we're texting, I'm either going to voice text her if I have that option, or I'm going to text her. And then when we meet up and I give that party to that person, I keep saying her, but I have guys that do parties for me too. When I meet up with that person who is being my host, I will then hostess coach them again, face to face, take everything out of this bag, show them what it's for, show them to use these samples, show them to actually use the products, show them what's in the catalog, like the main things in the catalog, okay? And I will hostess coach them again, okay? So this is simply a reference for when I'm not there. They can go back and see, okay, this is what I do, okay? So first things first, this just simply tells you, like, what are you going to do with this bag? You're going to take it and you're going to share it with everyone, okay? Number 2, this is a laminated hostess reward sheet, so they can reference back and see, like, okay, so the minimum is $200. What if I hit $350? I'm going to get $35 in free product credit, 2 half-off items, okay? All right, next. You do not have to do this. This is just an easy reference. Obviously, it's in the catalog as well. But I went through the PDF version of the fall catalog, and how you can do that is go to your workstation, type it into the search bar, type in catalog, and you will find the PDF version of the fall 2020, okay? Download it, print it. That's all I did. So this is just the bundle and save, because I am going to reiterate to my host, hey, bundle and save is where it's at. If you have someone who wants, who are already planning on getting 4 bars of wax, why don't you say, hey, get the buy 5, get 1 free, or if they want to do a warmer and wax, we can bundle it. So that's just an easy reference, and on the back is the rest of the bundle and save. Now, this is also important. This is our fragrance grid. This is also in your catalog, so this is not necessary to print out. It's not. This is just an easy reference, okay? So don't feel like you have to do all of this fancy crap. So this is the fragrance grid. As a consultant, we know not every single product comes in every single fragrance. So I tell my host, hey, make sure you double check that whatever scent this person wants, my fingers, you check it and make sure it's in here, okay? All right, 2. I'm really promoting, this is just something that I'm doing. I definitely got it from Chastity Robinson. We were chatting the other day and she said she was doing this. I was like, okay, that's a great idea. So this is just straight out of the catalog again. Talks about the oils because I'm really trying to bump up my oils. All right, now, this is a quick shipping guide. Shipping can be so confusing, especially when you don't really know what the end result of your party is going to be. So here is a reference back on that. And then this is my electronic payments option. Okay, so if people want to pay me electronically, they literally use my QR code and it takes them directly to my payments, okay? And then this isn't in every single one. It's a duplicate, obviously. I just didn't take it out. So these rings are on Amazon. Again, they will be on my Amazon haul. That is all I have in my local party, regular party bag, okay? Now, let me put all this back because I'm going to show you guys, and I'm really pumped to show you my other party bags. This is just my average one, okay? Okay, let me just go back a little bit. Why do I like clear bags? I like clear bags because when I'm walking down the street with this or at an office or wherever, people are like, oh, what's in the bag? Or if your host is walking down the aisle or the hallway at her at the doctor's office she works at or where she's taking her son, people are gonna be like, ooh, what's in the bag? And then it's a huge like conversation starter, okay? All right, so that's my average one. Now, this is also my average one, but this one is geared towards my pet people, okay, my dog people. So the thing that I have extra in here is I went to the catalog. I printed off the pet section of the PDF, okay? So it's easy reference. So then they can go over here and see like, oh, okay, these fragrances come in the pet line. These are the pet products, okay? Laminated that. All right. Then I made, these are pet samples I made that I just had lying around already that I included in here. So I'm going to tell my host, hey, pass these out to your people. Let them take them home, use them on their dogs, okay? Then I also have Freshen Up Pup. This is a bottle that I personally was using. If you know me, you know that my two favorite products are Washer Whiffs and Freshen Up Pup. I have 3 dogs and labs stink. So my customers know that these are my favorites. So I tend to stick with the products that are my favorite that I put in my bags because I'm better able to talk about them. People can see the passion that I have for this product, okay? So I tell them, use this, okay? Same thing. This is just another sample of the pet shampoo. So that's everything else is the exact same that I had in my bag I just showed you. Okay. Now, this is my body bag. This is the first time I've ever done doing a body bag. So it's just a smaller bag. The only testers this has are what comes in the body line. I have body samples in here. I have a catalog in here. I have order forms in here. I have a scratch and sniff sticker sheet because, like I said, I only have testers that are in the body line, okay? So if they still have people that are like, ooh, I want to smell the fall and winter, here you go, scratch and sniff away, okay? All right. Then I have samples of some soak. I already had this shimmer fragrance mist in here. It is pretty full, but it was the only one I had, so that's why it's in here. And then I have a hand soap that people can try. Obviously, Blue Grotto is not in the fall catalog, so I'm going to be sure to tell my host, hey, this scent in this product is no longer available, but you can let them use it so they can get a feel for what our hand cream is like, okay? So that is, and then the only difference is, again, I went to the catalog PDF and I printed off the section for the body line. All right. Next. My favorite, I told you guys my other favorite product is laundry. I'm going to hurry this up. I'm almost done because I realized SFR, general session number 2, is almost in session. So, all right, this is my laundry bag. Yes, I know it's in the Scentsy Pets bag. I know. But again, it only has testers that come in the laundry section, okay, or in the laundry products. I have a quarter of a way full with Clothesline Scentsy Fresh with my label. I have a dryer disc. This is the only one I had on hand at the time. I only put 1 dryer disc in here. Yes, it's in French Lavender, which I know is not available. Again, I'm going to tell my host, hey, this scent is not available. I'm probably going to write on the box too, but just so they get an idea of what a dryer disc is. All right. Then again, I have just a smaller sample of Scentsy Fresh and Black Raspberry Vanilla. I have a little jar of Washer Whiffs. This has 2 full scoops of pink cotton whiffs that my host, this is for my host to use, okay, or for people to smell as well. And then, again, it has the same papers that I have already gone over, except, again, I laminated the laundry section part of the catalog. And I do have a fall sniff, scratch and sniff. And again, I still have join info in here. This one just looks a little bit different. And then in the back, I have laundry samples. Every single sample in here is labeled, okay? That way when they take it home, they have no idea who I am. They take it home. They're like, oh, my God, I'm obsessed with these whiffs. I need to buy these. And then they contact me or go straight to my website, okay? So I'm super pumped to give someone this bag. All right. I have 2 last bags to show you guys. I'm going to show you. Sorry, I have 3, actually. sorry. This is my pod bag. I'm doing a pod party. Okay, so again, the testers in here are simply the ones that are available in pods. Okay, now I had an extra mini fan diffuser that I have in here. They do not get to keep it, and I have a set of pods that I have in here that they can try. Okay, again, all the same information except, here we go, except I printed off the pod information. Okay, so there's that. There is a scratch and sniff in there. And, okay. Now, this one I'm really pumped about. This is my cleaning basket. It's my cleaning basket. Isn't it so cute? Okay, so, now, this Blue Grotto counter clean is completely full. I don't normally put a full counter clean in here, but I don't have any that are half empty that are currently in that fragrance. So I do have a dish soap sample in here with a sponge. This sponge probably cost me like 10 cents, 20 cents, something like that. I have the testers for the cleaning line in here. And then I also have counter cleaner samples that can be given out. Okay, has my QR code on them. I make all my samples like this for products and samples off of Avery.com for free, okay? And on my Amazon haul, I get cheaper labels that are from Amazon, and they're not Avery, but I still use Avery to print them, and they're way cheaper, and I get way more. So definitely take advantage of that when I post it right after this. So I also have a bathroom cleaner. I was personally using this. It's probably like this full. Again, labeled in here. I had this dish soap sample that I got from a whiff box. And then I made an all-purpose cleaner in this bottle. I probably got this bottle from like, I don't know, the Dollar Tree. Labeled with information on it. Okay. I made that label myself. And then again, same information, just printed off the cleaning line from the PDF, okay? All right, so those are my bags or parties for local people. I am not mailing those, but I am going to show you what I am mailing to people who want to do a bag party, but they aren't local to me. It is a smaller version, okay? I got these bags off Amazon in a pack of like, I think 8 or 10 for super cheap. They will be in my Amazon haul. So these are mini testers. I've had these for a long time. Anytime I mail a bag party, I do not expect to get it back. So anything in here, I'm not looking to be returned to me. And my host is going to realize that, okay? So literally there's 5 order forms, 1 catalog, a scratch and sniff sticker sheet, join information, and then the only papers that I personally print out are going to be the electronic payments option and the grab, sniff, and share, and then the host reward. I don't put any of the other information in there, and that's just because I have a way that I am like hostess coaching them, and I'm going to share that at the very end. So if you do not have these little testers, these are really, really old. That's why I don't care about getting them back. If you do not have testers like this, you can either, for one, get a bar of wax, make your own testers, okay? My parties that I mail are only going to have like sometimes 5 cents. You can literally choose 5 fragrances that are your favorite, make your own samples, whether you cut them with a crinkle cutter, bag them up and label them, or you can take little, you can get these containers off Amazon, which they'll be in my Amazon haul, and make your own testers, okay? So that is my on-the-go party. Now, couple things. If you do not have a product training guide for the current catalog, you need to get this. You can buy them. I think they're $2 in the consultant store, or you can go on your workstation, type it into the search bar, and download it and read it that way, okay? This gives you tips and tricks on how to promote the product. It also gives you information about the product, like benefits and features of the product, so that way you can better assist your customers and your host, okay? Because you need to know the products. So that is why you need to read this, okay? Honestly, you can even get multiple of these and include them in your bag parties for your host. So here's that. Now, Hostess coaching. I have already talked about that, but I did say that I'm going to be hostess coaching before I give them the bag, okay? Before I send them the bag. So what I did, you can actually go on my YouTube channel. I have a playlist for customers only. You can actually go and search, but I just have them separated so they're easy for me to find. But I recently made one for an on-the-go party, and I made one for a local party. So go check that out. You guys can see so let's say that Felicia books a party with me. I'm literally going to go to my YouTube. We're going to set one up. I'm going to go to my YouTube. I think they're 10 minutes long. Copy that link, text it to her and say, hey, watch this. Let me know if you have questions, and me and you will meet up whenever. Okay? So that's what I wanted to show you guys. I hope you guys loved it, and I'll see y'all at SFR.